Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is Meek. Welcome to my channel, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Okay, today I have a dope video because a lot of people have always asked me. I make a lot of arcade videos, and a common question I've gotten is, can you automate arcade in Logic Pro X? And the answer is yes. I always answer yes. So I'm going to give you full automation techniques for arcade and Logic Pro X. All right. So there's so much you can do. So let's just get into it. So first of all, we're going to start with opening arcade, of course. And I was going to just start out with already having something recorded, but I want to show you something. Okay. So already, this is our first thing. So when you go to arcade, if I was to open up the automation window, you can press A or you can click this button. I'm gonna press A. Automatically, if you go to, the automation window where it says volume, you can already see it has a smart controls, and here it already has the macros. So automatically the automation is set to automate, the macros. Okay, you got the 4 macros, you got the master volume you can automate, you got the master panning and modulation 1 wave and modulation 1 rate. Okay, so super dope. And then you can see these are all of the things that you can automate in arcade and Logic Pro X. You see you can automate each sample, they got them labeled. So this is A2 means the sample that's on A2, So I'm gonna show you what I mean. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is make a quick loop. So our first cool automation technique is using the touch. I recommend you use touch if you're going to be automating. All right, so let's go to arcade, and we're going to be on the main macro window, and I'm just going to see, what's in the macros. All right, so I already see what I want to do. So particles is just mean delay, room means reverb, vintage is a phaser, and it sounds like a lo-fi distortion or a bit resolution, something like that. So I'm just going to automate them. I'm going to show you just in a pattern. So I'm going to go here to where it says read, and then I'm going to go to touch, and then I'm going to start automating because I'm going to just, move my macros, when I want them moved for the effects. So I wanna go back in and do some more. All right, you get my drift. So then I'm going to do with the reverb. I'm going to just move the reverb slowly in. And then with the, with the phaser, I'm just going to just modulate it manually. Alright, so that's like all. Now you can see all of the macros just jump in because I automated them. So now the vintage was doing a little bit too much, so I'm gonna just show you how to delete automation. So I'm gonna close out of this. Alright, so we're going to go into our automation window, Okay, and now you can see all of the automation. So now I'm going to go here where it says volume. Alright, and it shows you everything that you automated. So I believe macro 2 is the phaser, which is the vintage one. So macro 2. Alright, and you can see it's automated, you know, in here. Alright, so I'm just going to delete that. Alright, and you delete it by just highlighting, you know, everything. Alright, and I'll turn it down. Alright, so that is how you delete automation, and you can edit the volume of a macro in the automation window. So now that you see how to automate the macros, I'm going to show you how to automate something dramatic. Okay, so let me turn back on the touch. Alright, I'm going to turn this filter off. I'm going to use a filter. I'm going to use it in the middle. Alright, so alright, so that's that. Another thing you can do is just use a pencil tool. Press T, P, like that. You can go up and down and use the pencil just to draw it in. Save you time. I like to manually do mine if I do use the automation. So we drew it in. Let's go back to Arcade and let's see what it did. Alright, and honestly, this video is just showing you that you can do it.